Hey guys, Roger, PRW Chassis. Hope you're having a great day. We're gonna start a new thing, 15-minute Fridays. We're gonna do small little interviews with our customer base and some vendors and things that are just 15-minute interviews, easy to watch, won't take up too much of your time. Hopefully you can find some value. Maybe meet a new young kid you want to support or try to give a little sponsorship to, or maybe just a business that we use that you guys might be able to use. And I hope you like it. Hope it brings you some value. Let us know if we can help you. Good look around the shop. We've been pretty busy. Got some new cars and different things going on, doing some clips and selling a bunch of bodies right now. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and let us know if we can help. Thanks. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is a new thing that we're going to start doing. Every Friday, we're going to release we're calling it the Fast 15. Every Friday, we're going to release a 15-minute interview that we do with either a young racer or somebody in motorsports. We did a lot of long-form content, and it was good, but I think people need smaller bites to digest, and I think that'll end up being a better deal. As you can see, we're in Performance Center. People are coming in, people are working in the background. You'll hear all kind of things, and that's one of the things that we like about it. You get a chance to see who's doing what. Thankful to have Chase James with me today. Had a great year last year racing limiteds at Hickory. Started kind of your own little deal. Tell us about it. First of all, thanks for coming.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me on here. I can't thank you guys enough, helping me out all the time with whatever parts I need or quick turnaround fixes. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Really helps out, especially when you're in a time crunch in the season. But yeah, had a really good season this year. Got 6 wins, which is pretty good for the past 3 years at Hickory. I've been trying for one and just wasn't able to get it. I ran top 3 pretty much the past 2 years, and then this year, Jason Stanley, JTS Built, came on board, and man, it made the world a difference. First weekend out, we ran second right on the leader's bumper, and next couple weeks, we won them back-to-back, and then hot summer hit and kind of drifted out away. Limiteds over there were on scuffed tires, so we were trying to find setup stuff and kind of drifted out there. So the middle of the season, we really basically ran second, probably, 5-6 races in a row, and then finally at the end there, we hit on something again and won the last 2 normal stuff in a row, finished second in points, had 2 alternators go out 2 weeks in a row, back-to-back.
Yeah.
Cost me the points deal.
Yeah.
So we came up 10 points short on that one, which pretty painful after having a pretty good season, thinking you got a chance in the points. But
That's it. You and your dad put in a lot of work. I know he slides up here and picks up little things now and again. And what drove you to want to do this limited deal, or renting out limited cars here in the future?
Really, I've been around it. I've helped Justin Carroll, Jason Stanley, everybody, racing limiteds. Lee Falk's always got limited cars there for rent and stuff.
Sure.
So I've been around it the past couple of years, and I've always been intrigued by it, and I've wanted to learn, which has been a blessing to have Jason teach me a lot and just teach me everything he knows, and I'm just learning little by little. And I think there's an opportunity to make a living doing it.
Yeah.
And because, I know my parents, I'm thankful for everything they do for me, but they can't write a big check for me to go NASCAR racing.
Sure.
So if I can make a living still doing some sort of racing, that's the game plan. So I figured I'd give it a try.
That's awesome. Is it a late model in your future here, or what do you think? You're just going to try to kind of stay where you are, or what's your thoughts?
Me and my dad have talked about it a little bit. I'm probably going to try to run a couple late model stuff this year. Really, the big one will probably be the Cars Tour throwback race. I want to try to run that.
That's a fun one for everybody, right?
Got Hickory figured out pretty good, I think. So I want to give it a whirl, see what happens. That'll probably be the biggest late model race. Maybe try to run a couple others, but just not really in the budget for me to go full-time late model racing yet. Maybe in a couple years, but we were talking about it. Kind of just want to try to be the second Boo Boo Dalton in limited.
There
So
you
when
go.
you show up, everybody knows you're capable of winning. So that's the main goal in the limited deal.
Boo Boo does a great job, man. We really like him. He comes on quite a bit. I talked to him earlier, actually. He's a good guy. So to be a decent role model to follow after there, to try to make your way. Who's helping you?
So it's just really me and my dad. We got our little 2-car garage. So last summer, my dad and we went out and we bought a mowing set. Like, it came with a riding mower, a trailer, a weed eater, and a blower. And we both work our full-time jobs, and I do side jobs hanging bodies with Jason. And my dad, after work, me and him, or just him, we'll just go mow a bunch of yards. So
Nice.
that's how we pay for all of our racing. It's just me and Dad. We just slave on it, as much side work as possible to buy everything. It's crazy to think. 2 years ago at Hickory, the first chassis I had, I paid $500 for it
That's awesome.
out of a junkyard down the street from my dad's work.
That's awesome.
And we stripped it down together, painted it, put all the updates on the clip and everything, and then me and him walked out in the garage the other day, and we got both race cars sitting there. I'm finally able to hang the Gen 6 body. I got the Enforcer, and we were just like, man, how did we get here? It's unbelievable just how things change. When you work so hard, things can finally come your way.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad that those things have definitely worked out for you. What do you think has been the biggest change in you as a driver? I watched you at one race this year, toward the end of the season, go from all the way dead last and then come back and win, right? Like, what do you think has happened to you? Is there a certain time where you were just like, man, boom, I got it all of a sudden, and I understand, or oh, it's all coming together now, or is it more like I've just kind of slowly, because not to be rude, but before that you weren't really knocking down everybody's door, and then all of a sudden here you come, kind of this season out of nowhere, bam. What do you attribute to that?
Really just everybody that pitches in, driver coaching. Jason's got a lot of experience. Our driver at work, Justin Johnson, Justin Carroll, just a lot of good, successful drivers have been able to give me pointers, and you just take the little pieces here and there and put it all together, and then it's just experience. Really, a lot of races ran at Hickory and everywhere else, and just taking their knowledge and putting it in the car, it really pays off to stay patient and learn patience. And then if you don't tear your car up, you usually be pretty good in the long run.
What do you think the biggest obstacle is for young guys to try to break through? In your experience, is it just solely financial? Is it information? Is it lack of people helping you figure out which way to go? What do you think what is your number one obstacle?
Personally, my number one obstacle is probably financial, just not being able to buy everything that I need. Like, I have a good car, got good engines, but it's not the newest of newest. I mean, I won 6 races this year. My toughest competitor was a brand new 2020 race car.
Yep.
So it's pretty humbling to be able to, my car's not too old. It's 2016 PRW, but still, it was nice to run up there and be able to beat guys like that. So financially, that's probably my biggest obstacle. But then again, for other people to probably overcome would be money can't really buy talent. You got to kind of work, and you got to be in the shop. If you can learn your race car, it's a lot easier to work on it and give feedback to get adjustments to win races.
That's for sure, right? That's a big thing, especially in a lot of young people. And you definitely work hard. Are you a big trainer? Do you train young guys? I see they don't want to work out as much as a lot of guys. That's one of the places where I think some guys get separated, right? Like, some people don't want to put the work in the middle of July. It's 140 degrees in there, and then at lap 20 they're toast. So are you big on the workout game?
I'm not big on the workout.
So you can do it and not get away with it, right?
Yeah, me and Jason, we stay slammed. Like, right now, I'm pretty sure we're on our 6th body to hang this off season.
Yeah.
We got one coming today. Lee Falk's bringing us one next week.
Yeah.
So we're turning bodies around just completely in a week and a half.
I've been sending them there. I sent Boo Boo and Lee.
Yeah.
We just don't have time with what we're doing.
We're working from 8 in the morning till 2 in the morning.
That's
so
great.
It's just hard to really find time to do anything, honestly.
That's good. That's good to stay covered up for sure. What do you think your outlook for this year will be? Cars Tour, I know, being a big, big, big prize out there for you. Realistically, what do you think a race like that will cost you?
I've learned my lesson. I've tried to go run a late model race. The final one at the beach last year, I went in there with the mindset of just kind of trying to do it as cheap as possible. So I only bought one set of tires, and I learned my lesson on that. That really stiffed me there. So I was just horrible in practice all day, and I was taking everybody's takeoffs when they had 35 laps on, 40 laps on. I was taking everybody's takeoffs. Well, the car was bad, and it was bad, and then finally it was qualifying time. I bolted those on and jumped up to like 10th quick, and I was happy with that. But without testing on a brand new set for practice, just the car went away. I didn't know what it was going to do. So really for Hickory, I'm probably going to need to probably get 2 or 3 sets of tires and a little testing. So I don't know, it'll probably cost $2,500, $3,000 to go do something like that, because you'll have to buy the Cars Tour license and all your pit passes and everything.
Every bit. Do you miss not having like a really great limited touring series? There used to be. Is that something you'd be interested in? There used to be some really good limited touring series where almost like the Cars Tour, but shrunk back. And I keep hearing a lot of rumblings about it.
Yeah.
And I just think maybe a guy like you or Boo Boo or a few other people, that would be a great avenue for. I know the Southeast guys do some things up there at Tri-County, but I would like to see something like that. Is that something you'd be maybe interested in running?
Yeah, a tour deal like that would be really fun. It's just
Not cost you $1 million.
you got to find something that's all together with everyone. So like the Southeast deal is good, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to run the Enforcer. I know you're on like a steel body shock, so I mean everything that you pay for to go run limited everywhere else is just different. And then your motor combination is just to go run a Southeast tour or a normal weekend show. You just got to switch everything, so it kind of makes it a hassle.
Pain, right? But for a lot of limited guys that aren't on that full guns, you know what I mean? They're on the limited budget deal. They like that steel body shock deal. They like that small sway bar deal. Some people do, some people don't, right? Like we got a hard road to hoe. What do you think about Tri-County and Hickory both being on Saturday nights this year?
I don't know. I see a lot of people talking about it on Facebook, them going after each other, and I guess we'll really see. I feel like the limited deal probably won't get affected much. It'll be the late models because, I mean, they're going to be battling for car count, so not really sure what that's going to bring. I know somebody was saying that you can't have another NASCAR sanctioned track within 20 miles of another or something like that, so I don't think Tri-County can get NASCAR sanctioned. So I know if you're going for like NASCAR points or anything, it'll be Hickory for sure that you got to run.
Sure. Yeah, interesting. It'll be interesting as to how that whole saga unfolds.
Yeah, it'll be really cool.
What bodies do you run?
So I got an AR on my limited car that I ran this year. We just rehung and fixed everything on it for a development deal this year. And then on the new PRW I just built, we started to hang another old AR body on it. And I was like, man, I've already spent this much money on the car. Might as well bite the bullet. So I got the Gen 6 Ford body. So.
And what did you think? So you got to kind of hang back-to-backs right there. There's working with the AR and then switching with the 5-star. What was your overall thoughts in hanging the two? One easier than the other, one fit and finish better than the other. What was your thoughts?
It's really about the same. I mean, either way you get the body, you always got to cut, trim, bend, do everything. It's just right now doing my body, I think this is our 4th or 5th one, so it's kind of just a chain cycle. Me and Jason can just roll through one real quick, so it really makes it easy.
Pound them out. Are you a coilover guy or a big spring guy?
Well, the older car I got's big spring front, coilover rear. This new one's big spring front and rear, so this will be a first try on big spring rear. I'm really, I like the big spring stuff in the front for sure, a lot better than coilover. I'm just not really a coilover front guy. I like the way the big spring feels. It's just I feel like it gets down in the track more and stays there. Just kind of the feeling I look for. I like it better.
Interesting. I haven't had many people tell me that in a long time. It went for a lot of years. It kind of went the other way, you know what I mean, where guys didn't enjoy the big spring just because they didn't have a gale force at home, or they didn't have.
For sure.
With the gale force, they thought they could stay more competitive. That's awesome, man. We've got just a few minutes left here. Is there anybody that you want to reach out and thank, or anybody you don't get an opportunity? You made it to the front stretch a lot this year, so you got an opportunity to thank a lot of people. But is there some guys behind the scenes? There's always that one grandpa or your dad secretly goes above and beyond. And I know your dad works hard, right? Like he works hard at it. It's a family affair for
Yeah,
you guys.
for sure.
And you spend a lot of time as it. What do you got to do some little things to help them for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I try to do anything I can to help them out. I really got to thank my parents. They've given up so much for me to chase my dream. Like we went without a lot of things just so
Sure.
I could have race cars and
Yeah.
make it to the racetrack. So I'm just beyond thankful for them and everything they do to support me. And my sister, she gives up a lot to watch me race, and she comes to the racetrack just about every weekend and supports me. They all like to see me enjoy what I'm doing and chasing after wins, and just a really fun family experience. Brings us all closer together. A lot of people do football and other sports. We do racing. I feel like racing's more of a closer family deal.
That's awesome. Yeah, it does. It takes everybody, right? It's a lot of sacrifice on everybody's part for sure. A lot of days testing, a lot of nights working in the
Oh, yeah.
garage, a lot of all that. Well, man, I really appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you being the first one on this 15-minute interviews that we're going to try to do, just to give people a little bit deeper insight. Maybe they're, South Boston guy or somebody
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
get to see you race that much, and maybe we can bring some value. Somebody can see you at the racetrack and at least know who you are. So I appreciate you taking the time out of you guys' schedule to hang bodies to come up and check us out and grab a few parts while you're here too.
Oh, yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
great. It was great.
I appreciate you bringing me, and I just want to thank all my sponsors: Jason Stanley, JTS Build, Justin Johnson, Thrifty Tire, Home Essentials Wholesale, WG Speaks, SC Rebuilds. If it wasn't for them, I couldn't keep building race cars and do this kind of lifestyle. And look forward to this year, and the goal is hopefully 10 wins this year. We
That'd
did
be
6,
awesome.
so go for 10 this
That'd
year.
be awesome. Well, man, thanks. If there's anybody you'd like to see us have on the Fast 15, please give us a shout. Let us know. Drop it in the comments. And if we can help you in any way, we're always here, 704-838-1400. Check us out. We're doing all kind of crazy things with this media company. We'll see what we can get tore up. Check out our social, too. We do a good bit on TikTok. It's pretty good. And our Facebook is also, and Instagram go pretty well. Check us out on there. Man, thank you for coming by, and till next time. Thanks.